I guess the other big news is Budding League starts again next week.
Oh, is that next week? Oh, sweet.
Yep, the 5th.
That's awesome.
Yep, very excited for that.
Well, there was the team challenge stuff we were going to scrap anyway, and looking up that, so we missed a couple things. I'm sorry.
So, no, it's still good.
Okay, so Jason has some trivia questions about co-hosts.
Co-hosts and random disc golf knowledge.
Oh, okay.
So this is for Pat. When we were filming that video for the 100th episode, I asked your co-host some questions, and let's see how well you know them. Well, I'm going to start off really easy. So hole 1, when asked what the easiest trivia topic on Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast, who chose tubas?
Jaimen.
All right. You got it right. It's starting off easy. Right? The first ones are soft.
I like it. Just like me, you're going to hit me at some point. I got you.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know how to do trivia like you, so I figured I'd cover widespread. All right, another easy one. Who chose Hackett Park, Easton, PA as the most underrated disc golf course on UDisc?
I guess Ryan, but I thought he thinks it's... yeah, Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he has mixed feelings about that course. That's why I was hesitant. But I figured who else is going to say it. So yeah,
exactly. All right, now we're getting a little harder.
Okay.
Okay, so I asked Jaimen, Kenji, and Ryan, who owns exactly 545 discs?
I'm gonna say Ryan because I think that's the fewest among the three of them.
It was Ryan. He had just counted them when we asked. But he did have the most.
Oh, he had the most? Really?
Yeah.
That's what's surprising, just because of the amount of events you guys do.
Jaimen estimated 250 to 300. Kenji estimated 175 to 200.
Yeah, I'm probably somewhere closer to Kenji on that. Yeah, 200 or so. Where do you got yourself at?
I'd say between 400 and 500.
Okay. You might have to have a disc golf with Ryan.
I haven't counted them exactly because they're all over the place. All right, hole 4. And again, this is from Jaimen, Kenji, and Ryan, who has a total of 5 aces in their lifetime.
Kenji, again, because I think that's might be the fewest.
Man, you're nailing it. That was Kenji. So Jaimen's estimated around 15, Ryan at 6, and Kenji at 5.
I don't know. That was just, kind of a 50-50 there.
Yeah, good shot. All right, you're 4 for 4.
Ooh.
Hole 5. Out of the same 3 players, who thinks they can throw a disc over a 200-foot tall tree?
Over a 200-foot tall tree?
Yeah.
Kenji.
That was Ryan. And so the question was posed, how tall of a tree do you think you can throw a disc over? Which is kind of a weird question. But Jaimen estimated 100, Ryan estimated 200, and Kenji estimated 60.
Okay.
All right, I got you on one.
Yeah. No.
So out of the same 3 people, Kenji, Jaimen, and Ryan, who has played the most PDGA events according to the PDGA?
Kenji.
Kenji has 118, Jaimen second with 114. Good answer.
You've gotten 14. Okay, wow. This was a busy year for you since the last time I checked. But I just thought the amount of events that he runs, you know what I mean? And he's got a couple years on you as far as playing.
Oh, yeah, several.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ryan, yeah.
So
I've interviewed these guys.
It's been a while since So Kenji's now at 118, Jaimen's at 115. So they're 3 apart. The gap's getting closer.
No, yeah, I'm surprised it's as tight as it is. I thought Kenji would have had like 150 something.
Okay, a little bit trickier. What is the first digit of Kenji's PDGA number?
3?
Yeah. All right. Good job.
It was between that and 5, but I skewed younger.
Okay, so got 6 to 7 so far. Hole 8. How many disc catchers are installed at Joralemon Park?
Okay, I'm actually trying to see 39.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice job.
I thought 36, and then there were the 2 like transition ones, right? The 12A and the other one, and then that last one was just kind of an add-on. I thought.
That's a practice basket.
Oh, see,
Good job.
I got it right for the wrong reasons again. Practice
Hey,
fast.
you're nailing it. All right. This is hole 9. What disc golf tournament had the largest pro purse in New York State in 2021?
New York State? I would say that would be what was it called? The one, how specific do I need to be? I can tell you the course. Can I describe it?
Yeah.
Well, let me find out. Give me 1 minute here. I gotta remember it, because the one I'm thinking of was, and I'll talk it out like you guys do, was the one, the disc cap guy, Jeremy Whitaker.
Capital Disc Open.
Capital Discs Open. Yes.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Jaimen, you want to take a guess?
Mind Kill Disc Golf. Oh, wait.
Nope.
Oh,
Think
yeah.
about it again.
Yeah, okay. Warwick.
Warwick, you got it.
Ah.
Warwick with almost $13,000. So top 5 are Warwick at $12,965, 6th annual Buffalo Flying Disc Open at $8,795, Mindkill Pro at $6,208, FGR Fools Fest at $5,931, and then Capital Disc Open at $5,749.
Nice.
Okay, hole 10. What day of the week is the Nick and Matt show recorded on?
I have to ask Jeff Wachowski. I'm gonna say they record on a Tuesday.
Tuesday. They typically record on a Monday.
Oh, I wonder where they got that from.
All right. Back to the interview between Jaimen, Kenji, and Ryan.
Okay.
Who stated their favorite thing about the Hudson Valley Disc Golf podcast is the trivia?
Kenji. I don't feel good about that one.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It was Jaimen.
Regardless of my ability at it.
He did add that caveat after.
Well, I was trying to think that. I don't know. I had nothing on that one. Thank you. I don't know.
So Kenji's favorite thing about the Hudson Valley Disc Golf podcast when asked was the loose hole format. You can jump around like that. And Ryan's was that it's not always about disc golf. All right. Okay. Moving on to hole 12. This one's a pretty long one. So going way back, what was the title of the first episode of the Hudson Valley Disc Golf podcast?
The title. Oh, goodness. Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf podcast. I got nothing.
It was episode 1.
Oh.
All right. They said it's going to get harder.
Yeah. No, that's a good one, though. I didn't realize I thought I gave them all like little something dumb clever.
If you haven't listened to it in a while, it's worth listening to it. Around the time of the 100th episode, listen to it again and enjoyed it. It's a good flashback. It kind of walk through your modus operandi for everything.
Hey disc golfers, what's going on? Welcome to the first episode of the Hudson Valley Disc Golf podcast. I thought it'd be a good idea to start by describing what I'm trying to do here. To answer questions like, who am I, what I'd like to cover in this podcast, why am I doing a podcast, and what I hope to achieve. So first of all, who am I? Most of you probably know me, but my name is Pat Keenan, and I've been playing disc golf for about 6 years now. If you don't know me personally and you're listening to this, that means I've either become very famous for this podcast, or you're hearing this as a goof. Either way, nice to meet you. In terms of my disc golf skill, most would say that I'm okay. I would describe my abilities as the skill of a 900 player with the mental game of a 700 player. My goal for the year is to raise that mental game enough to where I can actually reach a 900 rating. I play a lot of the courses in the area, and I try to play tournaments run by each of the local clubs at least once a year. And if none of this screams out to you as qualifications to host a podcast, you're absolutely right. But let's be honest. Is anybody qualified to host a podcast? So what is this all about? The simple answer is disc golf, but to dig deeper, I want to speak with new players, longtime players, local pros, tournament runners, basically anyone and everyone who loves this sport. I want to learn what got people into disc golf, what keeps them playing, what are their goals. I'd eventually also like to use this platform to promote events held by area clubs, tournaments, stubs, monthlies, basically anything they have going on. I'd also like to do some roundtable discussions about rules, the growth of the sport, basically any topic that we spend time discussing during a round. I want to get different perspectives on these topics from players of various skill levels. This seems like a lot of work, so why am I doing it? Well, basically, in my time playing disc golf, I've met a wide variety of people, and I've heard an even wider variety of stories. This is my attempt at cataloging them. I made the decision last week to do this, and with the help of two of my good friends, Craig Henninger and Jay Quap, I've already recorded 2 interviews. We played around and I asked them questions. I'm definitely new to this, so I know that the audio will improve, as will hopefully the questions, but one thing I learned while doing this is that it was a lot of fun, even editing. Though hearing my voice as much as I've been forced to, I now know how some of you feel during a round. So I learned that I have the patience for editing, but not for lugging around a camera to film people playing around. Those guys are awesome, but to walk the course and not throw sounds a little bit like torture to me. So how do I take an interest in these stories and a desire to grow the sport while also having some fun with it? Podcast. So in my interviews, we'll be playing disc golf while talking disc golf. I found that I certainly don't play well while doing this, but there's no such thing as a bad day at disc golf. Usually I just throw one disc, forget about it, and have to run back when we get to the next tee pad. What I hope to achieve with this is to have fun, share stories, and have meaningful dialogue on various topics, while also giving you a central place to learn about the comings and goings of disc golf in the Hudson Valley area. If that sounds like something you may be interested in, I hope you enjoy it. But if you don't, that's cool too. I am open to any and all advice to help me to improve with this, but just don't tell me that my disc is too overstable. Tell me how to fix that. Show me a disc that would be better for this situation. Or don't say anything at all. That's cool too. With all that said, here's part 1 of my interview with Craig's Disc founder and newly named Wedge board member, Craig Henninger. I hope it doesn't suck.
All right, hole 13. Gonna get into some geography now. What county is Minekill State Park located in?
Not Shenango County? No. I know it. When you said what county, I said he's gonna say Minekill, and I know that. I don't know, Shenango County. That's all I got.
Close, Schoharie.
Yeah, I knew when I heard it, I was gonna kick myself in that. There is I think, out the other direction, there's a Shenango County or something out Binghamton Way, I think, or something. I might be butchering the pronunciation.
No, I think you're right. I do think it's out that way.
Yeah, it's honestly when I blanked and I pulled that one because I wasn't gonna say Oni. I knew it had a weird name, so I just had to say one of them.
All right, hole 14. What was the title of the 100th episode of the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast?
Oh, I just did this one. Wow, I know what you guys talk about, the blanking. The funny thing is, oh man, I'm not good. I don't have anything open, as I haven't been doing any kind of editing. So
Give you a clue. It's not episode 100.
No, it's oh wait. No, it wasn't. Was it episode 99 part 2?
No.
What do you got?
My Friend's Crappy Hardcore Band.
Oh. That was I love it. That's the hard. Sometimes the naming them is the hardest thing, but when somebody throws a line like that, it's like, okay, I just have to make sure that if I do, sometimes I split the episode in half. I got to make sure the quote was in the right episode. I think there's been once or twice where I titled an episode after something that occurred in the second one, or vice versa.
Oh, interesting.
But, yeah, I couldn't recall.
I like the name of the last podcast. That was great.
Oh, the Jack one? Yeah. As soon as he said it, I'm like, how do I fit that? And then, boom, Christmas. Yeah. I'm actually a little proud of that.
What was the last one?
All I want for Christmas is multiple...
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was on the video too, right?
Yeah. And I forgot the I in it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Or all I want, yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to get into some technology. What speed is an Innova T-Bird?
7504? Oh, no, 02.
So, but what's the speed?
Oh, 7.
7. Got it. Nailed it.
And it's 7.4, isn't it?
What do I have to open?
I think it's
7502.
Oh, okay. So I was right the first time. I was talking myself out of stuff.
Okay. Hole 16. What is Jaimen's favorite color?
I'm going to say green.
Got it.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right.
Done.
Nice. Where was this ever posted?
I asked you that during the putting league.
Oh.
And I just totally guessed. I don't
know.
I remember.
Okay, hole 17 coming down the stretch. Who has more PDGA wins, Jason Lasasso or Jessica Lasasso?
I gotta say Jessica Lasasso.
Yes, she's got me by 1. 17 to 16. All right, final question. I'm very curious if you get this. And there's a bonus question too. All right, hole 18. Who created the soundtrack to the 100 episode tribute video on YouTube?
Wheels?
Final answer?
Yeah.
No, it is Jack Bradley.
Oh, that would have been my. You know what? Out of sight, out of mind, because I was like, which one of you guys is music? And everything I do about Jack is music. That's how you blank. Man.
Okay, and the bonus question is really hard, but what's the name of the song? And I don't expect you're going to get it.
FDR.
No, it's Your Sister.
Oh.
All right.
I should have known that.
So let me tally these up. Playing a solo round. You got 10 of 18. Nice job.
All right. Better than half. I did kind of wallow there at the end.
Got
tough.
How's it feel being in the hot seat?
Oh, no, it's not easy because how did I not know Jack and music? That's crazy. So probably what I should do in retaliation would be to pit you against Jaimen.
Oh man, now I'm we get all the hard ones.
No. Thank you for that. That was fun. But I'm trying to figure out which to do here. I will let you choose. We have disc or no disc, or an audio quiz where you have to tell me what disc golf course is being talked about in the clip.
Wow, that sounds really fun. Let's go with the latter.
Okay. Let's see here. It could be really fun. It also could really suck. But we will find out. This is, again, I'm going to play a clip. I can repeat it if you want. Just let me know. Number 1, this is going to be for Jason. Tell me what course this is.
All right, hole 1 is obviously a crusher, one of the most unique and picturesque hole 1s on tour. Maybe the number 1, I'd say. Definitely in my Dream 18. I'm just throwing a PD2. This one is pretty stable, pretty straight.
At Maple Hill?
And
you are correct.
All right.
See, Jason, what I do is I start out easy.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Jaimen, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, wait, I did want to say that was...
Simon was that?
Yeah, from his YouTube page. Simon's page there. Okay, here you go. Number 2, this is for Jaimen.
So this is one of my favorite courses. I wish I could get here more, to practice, because it's a high par course that is really demanding on every single shot. Like, unique terrain to here. There's fun courses, and then there's courses you don't realize are fun until later. First time I played this, it blew me away. I didn't know what I was getting into, and it's only after being reflective and realizing that my favorite part about disc golf is the challenge, the learning new stuff and testing my own abilities. This is fun in the sense that it's forcing me to do that every single time I come. So this is one of my favorite courses. I wish I could get here more, to practice, because this is
this going through a loop?
Par course.
Yep, I just started.
Is really demanding.
Okay.
Jeez, that's hard. I don't even know who the voice is. I'm just gonna say high par, really demanding course. Northwoods Black.
Chase, you want to take a guess?
Iron Hill?
You are correct.
All right.
Was that Andrew Fish again?
Yes, it was.
Fucking.
It's only the highest par course I know.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I'm glad I went first because I was thinking the same thing you were.
Yeah.
Jason, number 3.
I haven't fully figured this shot out because it's distance-wise is a mid-range, but I feel like a fairway driver probably suits it better. But the last thing you want to do is go too far left or too far right because, as you mentioned, it's a spine. It drops off pretty steep, and it's hard pack. So you're getting skips. You're getting ground play on this. So that's why the mid-range can work and slide yourself nice up there. EMAC Truth all day.
Yeah, if you see that post that we just flew past on the right-hand side, it goes steep off the mountain over there. So definitely don't go.
What do you got?
Can I hear that one more time? I'm not focused on the
Yes.
voices.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't fully figured this shot out because it's distance-wise is a mid-range, but I feel like a fairway driver probably suits it better. But the last thing you want to do is go too far left or too far right because, as you mentioned, it's a spine. It drops off pretty steep, and it's hard pack. So you're getting skips. You're getting ground play on this. So that's why the mid-range can work and slide yourself nice up there. EMAC Truth all day.
Yeah, if you see that post that we just flew past on the right-hand side, it goes steep off the mountain over there. So definitely don't go over.
Oh man, it's a tough one. Is that Mountainside?
Jaimen, do you have a guess?
De La Viega?
You are correct.
Oh, nice.
All right, you can complete the complete comeback if you can get number 4.
I'm gonna be throwing a sidearm pig. We got about a 540-foot par 4. So for me, the way I look at this hole, there's 2 fairways, one up the middle, throwing maybe a mid-range, and for me, I'm throwing my patented sidearm flex shot with the Pro Pig putter, and I feel like that's my most consistent shot. So let's check it out. So we threw a pretty good shot. I think we're up by the tee pad, which is my landing zone. There's a little bit of left to right wind, so it didn't let me get far enough back to the left to where's my sweet spot. But there's a lot of room for error with that sidearm flex. That's kind of why I'm throwing it. If I'm 10 feet left or right of the tee pad, I still have a shot. So that's my play, and I feel like I got to the sweet spot. Now I have a good shot into the basket. So it looks like we hit the fairway. Like I was talking about, the tee pad's a really good aiming point. So now I'm gonna be throwing a late flip rock shot. We got about 280, 290, low ceiling, and you really got to throw a nice punctured straight shot to hold a little turn. It's kind of hard to go deep because of how low the ceiling is. So I'm not really worried about going too far deep. If I go deep, it may only be 20 or 30 feet. So I'm really trying to hit that gap hard with a lot of confidence and get my disc down there for a putt.
Is that Winthrop? Winthrop Golds?
Does it go by any other name?
It's the USDGC course?
Jason?
I have a tournament in mind, but I can't think of the course. It's on the tip of my mind. Is it the course for Ledgestone?
It's Northwood.
Then yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know the course for Ledgestone, but I remember. Actually, I think I saw that with Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Let's see here. Checking with the judges. All right.
Half point?
Yeah, half point. You get tiebreaker points.
Okay.
So that saves me a bonus question. Back to Jason, though, right? 2.5 to 1?
Yep.
Number 5.
Wow, what a place. I was so unsure if this place was as good as I remembered it, because I played it 4 years ago, and I was pretty blown away by how beautiful, not just the whole island, but the disc golf course is like actually special, next level, championship level, par 60 something, and man, I'm glad that my expectations were not too high. This place is definitely in my top 10 in the States, probably in the world.
I said island. Nantucket?
You are correct.
All right.
Jaimen.
What I think one of their signature holes, 510-foot par 3, right down the hill. It's a nice gap, and it goes all the way down to the reservoir. Certainly a tough birdie, but it is really beautiful thing to get it to watch it go all the way down the fairway to the pin.
Man, are people throwing mid-ranges on this one? Or?
Yeah, some guys
Fairways?
can get mid-ranges there. I'm throwing a T-bird here, and I yanked it directly into the trees.
Not a bad kick, though, I don't think.
No, I got a little bit of forward progress, but sometimes you just got to kind of laugh at yourself and move on.
Oh, so that would be FDR.
You are correct.
Nice.
Give me a second.
All right, 3.5 to 2. Jason, number 7.
Players will need to keep a cool head on this demanding par 3, with a sloped fairway that drops off on the left side into an OB creek, and the path and across to the right also playing out of bounds. Hole 7 demands the best straight shot a player can muster. The A-pin is guarded by 2 trees and by a deceptive slope. A disc landing near this pin can easily slide 20 or more feet past and down the slope, so touch is key. 60 feet and a few trees further lies the B-pin. Similar to the A-pin, it's well guarded by a few trees and a tricky green with a slope and roots ready to displace players' discs. Hole 7 saves the best for last with an elevated pin with a dramatic drop-off into the Chamonix Creek 20 feet behind it. A 2 on this hole is a birdie you'll brag about like it was an ace.
Chamonix Creek. Is that Winthrop Gold? USDGC?
Jaimen?
I don't remember the name of the course, but I feel like it's one of the ones used at Pro Worlds this year, but I don't remember the name of the course.
I got Tyler State Park.
Oh, nope, that's in Pennsylvania.
Ryan, if you're yelling at your headphones right now. I didn't know that course either.
Nope, that's one I want to get to.
Yeah, I think I've been there. It's a nice course. Number 8.
The newly lengthened 10th. Par 3, 470 downhill. A beautiful hole, but so tough to keep the disc straight for 470 feet down a hill without it figuring out what's going on and trying to hyzer out on you. You're going to see backhand mid-ranges from the power players, fairway drivers from players trying to be a little bit more smooth with it.
Or really just a buzz. Okay.
That's all he needs. A little straight shot.
And with the ceiling as low as it is, that is just...
But look at it just drift and drift and drift.
Yeah.
So hard to get the disc to go straight.
And even a buzz, a straight mid-range, just couldn't really hang on to that flat, straight angle.
What do you think?
I think that's Brewster Ridge.
You are correct. Smuggler's Notch, Brewster Ridge. That one, that's interchangeable, right?
Yeah, Brewster Ridge is a course at Smuggler's.
Yeah, so you were actually more specific than I was. So that's
Yeah, I was thinking Fox Run, and I'm like, nope, there's no ceiling there.
Yeah.
All right, so through 8, Jason at 3.5, Jaimen at 3.
Close game.
Back to the top. Jason, you ready?
Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah, so hole 11's interesting because it looks like it should be relatively straightforward. You know, you just have a straight hyzer bomb, 370 feet. You're going to see this drone kind of wrap around this tree to the left, and then you want to land right around here to get your putt. Statistically speaking, though, this played as the second hardest hole of the day, which is surprising because, you know, it looks pretty straightforward, only being 370 feet.
Looks like you almost need a boomerang, though.
Winthrop Gold, USCGC. It's going to be my guess till it gets picked.
I'm sorry, you're incorrect. Jaimen, what do you got?
I'm trying to think. That's Rivas. So it's one of the Sunstein Open events. Huh. I'm trying to remember. It's not hole 11 at Mountainside. It's not really a hyzer. I'm going to say, what's the name of the course? Sunnymead?
Borderland.
Borderland. Damn, that was my other guess. I don't remember any of the hole numbers there.
Well, this one is your regular one. Still a chance to take the lead here. Number 10 for Jaimen.
Right, hole 12, going to be uphill to start, going to veer off to left.
Yeah, I would say this part gets a little easier. I would say these next 3 holes are birdieable holes. So
If
I would
you're a
say
righty player, this is going to be a hole that you want to follow, 11.
Yeah, and you want to be walking away with a birdie here. If you're not, you know you're falling to the rest of the card.
Any thoughts?
No.
Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah, sure.
Right, hole 12, going to be uphill to start, going to veer off left.
Yeah, I would say this part gets a little easier. I would say these next 3 holes are birdieable holes. So
If
I would
you're a
say
righty player, this is going to be a hole that you want to follow, 11.
Yeah, and you want to be walking away with a birdie here. If you're not, you know you're falling to the rest of the card.
I'm going to say Greystone. I have no idea.
Jason, you want to take a guess?
What was the Lost Valley? Is that Steel Club?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Is that your guess?
What was it? AGA? I don't know.
Stafford Woods.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. I got 4 more, so 2 more rounds each. Jason still at 3.5. Jaimen at 3. Jason, number 11.
Hole 13, you got to get out clean on this one to make
Oh
it
my
work.
gosh. Yeah. So, you know, rule 1, 2, and 3 on this hole is get out the gap. And then the next thing you want to do is make sure you're not in those cedar trees. That comes into play for these guys who have bigger arms. But other than that, this is actually a pretty straightforward hole for the most part. The main difficulty is if you do what Cam is doing here and you don't get on top of the hill, you're playing blind to the basket. So that's where the difficulty comes in, is on the second shot.
Yeah, but at least he's not in the cedars. So there's
yeah,
that.
for sure. Yeah, being pinched behind those is really tough.
That hole sounds like Warwick.
Final answer?
Yeah, and he said 13. Yeah, that's a perfect description of Warwick.
You are correct. Jaimen, number 12.
14 to par 4, 556 feet. We got a tight gap, downward slope the whole way. It's going to bend right late in the flight with an out-of-bounds creek before the basket. All right, pushed it a little too straight on the gap here, but got a good window to approach the basket.
Huh. I'm just trying to imagine what courses are right next to roads.
Hmm.
Can I hear that one more time?
Certainly.
14 to par 4, 556 feet. We got a tight gap, downward slope the whole way. It's going to bend right late in the flight with an out-of-bounds creek before the basket. All right, pushed it a little too straight on the gap here, but got a good window to approach the basket.
Idlewild?
You are correct.
Wow. Oh, nice job.
Thanks. There's just a lot of streams near the baskets there.
All right. 4.5 to 4. Number 13, Jason.
Here we go, par 5. I don't even think we have enough time to talk about this whole hole. This is a crazy hole. There's so many options. There's so many little pockets to be stuck, and there's so many pockets to have a great shot at the basket. So I'm just going to talk as we go. Really, you're going to see players blasting shots as far up the fairway as possible. This is one of the most unique par 5s in the world because it really takes like 3 incredible shots.
It does, yeah.
Not 2, 3 incredible shots to get a birdie.
Yeah, nobody's eagling this thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Can I hear it one more time?
Here we go, par 5. I don't even think we have enough time to talk about this whole hole. This is a crazy hole. There's so many options. There's so many little pockets to be stuck, and there's so many pockets to have a great shot at the basket. So I'm just going to talk as we go. Really, you're going to see players blasting shots as far up the fairway as possible. This is one of the most unique par 5s in the world because it really takes like 3 incredible shots.
It does. Yeah.
Not 2, 3 incredible shots to get a birdie.
Yeah, nobody's eagling this thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Jaimen?
I can't remember the name of the course. My guess is one of the courses used for Pro Worlds. It's like Fort Collins or something like that. I think I'm totally wrong on the name, but I'm blanking otherwise. So I'm going to say Fort Collins. It's probably not an actual.
I have Milo McIver.
Oh, yep. That's in Oregon.
All right. And Jaimen, number 14.
As we move to hole number 16, the uphill run of Christmas trees, one of the funnest holes, but man, is it hard to get up close to the basket.
Yeah, this one is just right in front of you, but it's a pump all the way up that hill, 400 feet.
Probably plays closer to the 450 range with how hard you need to throw this disc. And
that is AGA.
You are correct. Takes it on the final question. 5 to 4.5. Well, at least, let me see. Do I have?
Nice job.
Yes.
Idlewild one was good.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was. I guess, that was the difference.
That was really creative and fun. I like that. Remind me of the name that disc golfer when they were talking. Just so unique and very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very tricky, but I like it.
It's hard to decipher which ones are easy, hard. It gets kind of. I think it probably worked out in the end because look how close it was, 5.5 or 5 to 4.5.
Yeah, I feel like I got some easy ones too, and as usual, got screwed.
No, I think it was a pretty good balance. I think
either a half a point here or there.
I think I got screwed on the first quiz. You didn't ask me a single question, Jason.
Well,
right.
I mean,
I won that one hands down. Just to clarify, that was the first official tag match. So Jaimen is the one non-tag holder. He has the one tag. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you coming up.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, no problem.
And sweet up Hudson Valley.
Greg Hill and I have decided on a date for the Whipple City Classic for this year. We're going to be doing it. It's going to be the 2nd and the 3rd of July.
Okay. That's awesome.
So, yeah, we're hoping that the fact that Monday is the 4th of July and people are going to not have to work that day is going to help kind of bring in some people from a little farther afield, possibly give people more time on Monday to get where they need to go and stuff, or
Nice.
Sunday.
Awesome. Along the same lines, I'll be making an announcement. I've actually considered splitting the Mindkill tournament into 2 separate weekends. And so I think the AM side will be the week before the normal week in June. So it'll actually be Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, the event's been growing, and now that we're attracting more people from farther away, having the pros play on Sunday only and not leaving until really late is tough. And we like to bring back like the 2-day tournament for people for both the AMs and the pros, but
nice.
Just requires 2 weekends. So we're gonna try it out and see how it goes.
So one could be a C, one could be a B, or one like vice versa.
Correct. And the AMs I'm thinking about, I mean, it'll qualify for B, but if I keep it a C, then anybody that doesn't have a PGA doesn't have to get one, which isn't many, but there are a few. And then also the player fees are less, so that's just extra, $100 or so that I can put back into prizes and stuff. I haven't really decided if it's better to do a C or B yet.
So what are you 3D printing?
A mold for a disc.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's just a weird idea I have, but I have like a top. My 3D printer can't print a mold big enough to do a full disc at once. Like it can barely do a disc. So to do a mold, it's just a little bit too big. So I did it in 4 pieces on the bottom and 4 pieces on the top, which I'm going to glue them all together. So I have a top plate and a bottom plate. And I took pretty precise measurements of a Mako 3, made a couple minor changes to it. Like I made the flight plate twice as thick only because it's easier to just add a plate into the mold if I want to go down as opposed to cutting out.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that way if like whatever medium I use to make the disc, it'll probably flow better if I have more space to do that. So
Yep.
Looking at it, I think there's a couple different ways I can inject it. I may just actually like take the top plate and whatever, I'm going to try different materials. Like I want to try like silicone, and even thought of like doing like different concrete mixtures and just try to make this out of different stuff and see what happens. But
Cool. Are these for like trophies, or do you just want to throw them at stuff?
I just want to see how they fly, but it's kind of just opening up possibilities to other things, trophies, or I don't know, like if I can mold discs, then I could also probably mold stuff inside of them, which would be cool for either trophies or some other weird experiment. But
Yeah. A little Sasso line of discs.
yeah, just that weird idea I had. I'm like, yeah, just do some CAD work quick, design the mold up, and been printing it. I've got the top plate all done, and I'm working on the second piece of the bottom plate. And the woes of 3D printing, I came home today. It was like 9 hours into the print, and something got messed up, and everything was off by like 2 inches. It's like, I gotta start all over. But a little more than halfway done, and then it'll take some carpentry work to finish the molds, and then I gotta find some materials to use. I can't use like plastic injection because it'll melt the mold then. I gotta find other stuff like epoxies or something.